It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's the 80s team facing the West All-Stars. And it's the West All-Stars to start out. Now the starting group for the visitors. Bird out there with McHale. Then it's Malone. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the 2.
It's not easy to throw Curry off his groove. I mean, his jumper is wet. And even when you're right up on him, it's money.
Now here's Bird. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Bird.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
They get it back.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I tell you what, the peripheral vision, the court awareness of Johnson, this guy always knows when one of his teammates is open.
Pass to Giannis. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I spoke with the head coach of the 80s team. He made no secret of the fact that LeBron will be their focus defensively. He said we have to limit his opportunities at the rim. Guys have got to be ready to react, help, and cut off his drives. Sounds like LeBron can expect plenty of double teams as well. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Doncic passes to Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Curry's got 5 now.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Now here's Bird. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. And he gets it to go.
And Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Johnson's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Doncic finds James over Jordan. The rebound by Johnson.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Passes to Giannis. Another shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, rebounding is all about timing and effort, pursuing the ball, and Jokic is a very dependable rebounder, in part because he's not afraid to get himself dirty and get in the mix.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team. Trailing by 2. Jordan the pass to Malone. Kicks to Johnson. Back to Malone. Now the pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 16. Shoots over Doncic. Johnson's shot is off. Johnson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Jordan.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Now here's Johnson. Hits the target from 18 feet. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
They get the rebound. Outside Curry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the West All-Stars. Knocks it loose. Here's Malone. Down low. And Magic Johnson the bucket on the assist from Moses Malone. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there. Johnson's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Johnson against Curry. And here is Johnson. He's got 6. Pass to Bird. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. To the inside. Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guy.
So the 80s team called timeout. They're first. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
You know, that's one of those passes where you just say, uh-oh, as soon as it leaves your hand.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Doncic. James outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. Pass to Jokic over McHale. And it's Jokic missing. Now here's Johnson. Malone outside. Good defense by Jokic. And so here are the West All-Stars, leading by 5. Johnson with it. 6 points for him. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. LeBron against Bird. 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. 2 points. That one goes.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Curry kicks to Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Giannis outside. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Good, and Curry gets the assist. LeBron's got 6.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Curry against Johnson. Here's Jordan. That shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Moving it up and taken away by Johnson. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 11 points in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The West making some changes. Ben Simmons, who's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Paul George comes in for LeBron. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Luka Doncic. The 80s team also changing it up. Olajuwon's checked in for Malone. Worthy comes in for Larry Bird. And Irving subbed in for Michael Jordan.
Hakeem Olajuwon, a transcendent talent. Late to the game, but my, oh my, what a beast of a big man. He's certainly a guy you can build a team around.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
First free throw is good. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Kevin McHale. And Olajuwon drops them both. And so Curry will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. The pass to Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
The West All-Stars have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all 3, triple-double like.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Johnson kicks to Irving. Back to Johnson. The kick out to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. And he makes that one.
And I think Magic Johnson gets more joy out of making the assist than any other part of the game that he excels in. Constantly looking to set them up for scores.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. Outside, George. No good from outside. The 80s team with the ball. Trailing by 4. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Worthy. Inside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard against Johnson. Lillard with the bucket.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
To the paint, here's Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Pass to Curry. Olajuwon against Jokic. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Irving pulls it down. And the 80s team has possession. Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, you know, one thing about being a great scorer, you draw a lot of defensive attention. And there, Irving takes advantage by finding an open teammate.
Now here's Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Worthy. He can't hit that time. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Irving looking for an opening. That's tipped. Jokic with it, and Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. Now Johnson. 13 points in the game. Here's Irving, and it's sent back by George.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflections.
Now here's Lillard. And here is Johnson. Over Lillard. And the shot is long. Here's George. Olajuwon grabs the miss. And the 80s team has possession. Johnson left side. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. Brown comes in for Curry. And Paul subbed in for Damian Lillard. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the 80s team has possession. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the West. The 80s team making a switch here. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ball outside. Brown down low. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I like the confidence and the assurance that Brown is taking these shots with. I mean, his mid-range game is actually on point.
Here's Wilkins. Here's Dantley, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. He'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Ball out there with Paul George. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. The 80s team making a switch here. Gervin's checked in.
George Gervin.
And it's out of bounds. Still the 80s team ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Passes it to Wilkins. The turnaround jumper. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Now, here is George. Sabonis, the pass to Paul. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. He really excels at slapping shots away.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half.
This could be a wild one.
Here's George. The 80s team making their last shot. Brown kicks to George. To the inside. Sabonis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Thomas against Paul. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dantley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The pass to Dantley. Here's Olajuwon. West All-Stars with the rebound. Paul looking over the floor. A three-pointer is right on target. Paul's got 5 now.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And that one's good. Gervin.
Silky smooth. I tell you, Gervin can make it look as easy as a free throw, but defensively, boy, is he difficult to stop.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. Down low, here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Gervin. Pass to Olajuwon. Right wing. Here's Dantley. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now here's Brown. Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And so here are the West All-Stars. The 80s team making their last shot.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
It's George on the wing, covered by Gervin. George against Gervin. 6 to shoot. Olajuwon with the block. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Wilkins. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 80s team.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Catching up on changes for the West. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Gobert. LeBron comes in for Brown. And Luka Doncic subbed in for George. The West All-Stars shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
Now here's Thomas. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Jordan. And here's Bird. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
And stolen by Thomas. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. West All-Stars with the rebound. Now, here's Doncic. James outside. Second chance shot. And Giannis with a nice bucket inside. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the West All-Stars. Passes it to McHale. Malone outside. And there's the pass to Thomas. Kicks it out to Malone. Takes a three. And James pulls it down.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Ball against Thomas. Here's McHale, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The man of a million moves, Kevin McHale, wrote the textbook on how to operate in the post.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Kevin McHale taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for McHale. So for the West, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Lillard subbed in for Chris Paul. The 80s team making a switch here. And McHale drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Doncic outside. Three-pointer, Lillard. And McHale pulls it down. McHale's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bird, the pass to Johnson. Back to Bird. Shoots over Lillard. Here's Malone, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Malone.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical. Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Johnson double team. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good from Malone on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight. LeBron outside. Pass to Doncic. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 7.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
Johnson, the pass to McHale. Bird outside. Pulls from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Lillard from deep three-point land. Rebound, Malone. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Magic Johnson, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And Johnson is an elite talent, a special talent, a very unique point guard with amazing size, about 6'9". He can flat out take over games because he virtually can play every position.
Lillard outside. Pass to LeBron. No good. And the 80s team going the other way now.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now a timeout call by the West All-Stars.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7. Giannis outside. Launches a 3. It goes in. And the 80s team lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Doncic.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan the pass to Malone.
And, you know, Antetokounmpo is really a master at getting a hand up in the face of shooters. Excellent at contesting the shots and really distracts guys when they get into their shooting rhythm.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
The West All-Stars have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
He hits both from the stripe.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly lined so far here in the second quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Now here's Bird. McHale can't get it to go. James wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. James has got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars. Johnson outside. Passes it to Bird. Johnson against Doncic. McHale trying to free himself. Johnson, good.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
Lillard dishes to Simmons. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Johnson with it. 19 points in the game. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
James finds Doncic. To the middle. It's deflected and taken away by Magic. Here's Jordan. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Here's James. Great D that time from Bird.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Uses the glass to drop it in. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the 3 or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
Here's the teardrop. It goes in, and the 80s team lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Damian Lillard. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team. Malone outside. There's the pass to Bird. Over James, and Bird with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight. Inside. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in. The 80s team making a switch here. Here's Antetokounmpo. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Giannis has got 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Curry with the steal, and here's the break. Here's Lillard. Here's Doncic.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Rudy Gobert comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Lillard. Both free throws good from Doncic. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson against Curry. 4 on the clock. Down it goes. Nice one there from Dantley.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
We come back right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from Magic Johnson in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the 80s team. Johnson is out there with Jordan. Then there's Kevin McHale. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Dantley and it's small forward.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Now Johnson. Malone outside. Here's Dantley. And it's off from three-point range. And the West All-Stars have possession. That puts them in the lead. James has got 10. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Johnson, the pass to Jordan. And here's Malone. Johnson outside. Here's Jordan. That one goes in. 8 points for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Johnson against Curry. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. Johnson against Curry. Johnson, the pass to Jordan. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Curry passes to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now here's Malone. He's got 6. Up again. Feeds it to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The 80s team making a switch here. Worthy's checked in. Free throw good, James.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Count that one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Curry. Pass to LeBron. Jokic trying to free himself up. LeBron can't get it to go. The 80s team with the ball. A 2-point game. Worthy, no good.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
LeBron shot is off. Outside Jordan. Pass to Worthy. It's Jordan on the wing. Covered by Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 25. Here's Jordan. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to McHale. McHale's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Worthy. Over Jokic. Worthy can't hit. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
So for the West, Sabonis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, while George comes in for Luka Doncic. And Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Thomas, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
You've got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Thomas against Paul. Here's Thomas. Back to Gervin. Just 5 on the clock. Over LeBron. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Double team on Thomas, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And the 80s team has possession. Back to Malone. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by George.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Thomas. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Double team on Thomas. Will it go? Malone. That shot misses. Good defense by Jokic. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. It's stolen by Wilkins. Thomas against Paul. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Thomas. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, there were some scouts that felt like Sabonis had a lower ceiling compared to others in his draft class. But I tell you what, he just continues to get better and better.
Here's Thomas, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Paul with the ball. 5 points in the game. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Paul's got the lead up to 13 now for the West All-Stars. Paul's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Gobert, he's checked in for the West. Brown comes in for LeBron. 80s team also changing it up. Olajuwon's checked in for Malone. Bird comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and Irving subbed in for Wilkins. Now here's Thomas. Up top, Bird. Goes back up. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Olajuwon. George looking over the floor. Sabonis trying to get open. A nice shot by George. George has got 9.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
3-pointer. And it's Gervin missing. Gervin's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Down low. Here's George. Good work defensively by Gervin. Outside Irving. Here's Thomas. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Now, here's Sabonis. He has 5. Double team Sabonis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the 80s team has possession. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the 80s team. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Lillard's checked in for Paul. And he can't hit the second. Irving against Lillard. A floater. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
George has gotten 6 of his 12 shots to drop, hitting 50% on the night. Thomas passes to Irving. The tray. That one misses. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. It's George on the wing, covered by Irving, and it's good. 2 points. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Lillard outside. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Lillard's got 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here's Thomas. 8 points for him. 1:37 left in the third. Here's Brown. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The West making some changes. Ben Simmons comes in for Sabonis. And it's Stephen Curry in for George. The 80s team also changing it up. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Gervin. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. That free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Here's Johnson. West All-Stars with the rebound. 1:20 left to play here in the third. Curry with a wide open look. Gets a very good look and converts. He's got 13.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said? They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to Irving. Now here's McHale. Bird outside. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Lillard misses.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Out to the right wing. Shoots from the corner. Olajuwon's shot is good. Olajuwon's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Kevin McHale at the line for 2.
And that one falls for McHale. And McHale drops them both. 9 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic feeling it out. Again, the West All-Stars.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
And here at the end of the
never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so Lillard will bring it up for the West All-Stars. You've got Luka Doncic. Antetokounmpo is out there with Simmons. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Doncic against Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 27 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
They double-team Curry. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the 80s team has possession. The 80s team with the ball. Trailing by 19. Now the pass to Olajuwon. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Magic Johnson, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Olajuwon. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now Lillard. And that's collected by Malone. Malone's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jordan. Simmons with the defensive effort.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Johnson, the pass to Bird. Shoots over Lillard. Off the left rim and out. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Jordan following the score by Damian Lillard. 7-foot shot, and Bird gets it to go on the assist by McHale.
And obviously you know about the deep range, but Bird just as lethal, working the angles on the interior.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
So for the West, Jokic has checked in for Simmons, and it's LeBron in for Damian Lillard. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Curry. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo misses in close. The 80s team with the ball. And a wide open look for Jordan. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Doncic outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Malone. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. From deep.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half, doing a much better job. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
They double-team Curry. Pass to Jokic. Giannis with it. That shot off the mark. Nice defense from Malone. Johnson surveying the floor. And Jordan has it in the corner. Yep, that one goes.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he also is capable as a catch-and-shoot guy.
Curry against Jordan. Here's Jokic. On the wing, Doncic. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Here's Johnson. Here's McHale. Up and in on the layup.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And here is Curry. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by McHale. Jokic has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Puts one up from 19. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Johnson dishes to Malone. Up top, Bird. He kicks to Johnson. And here's Jordan outside. Drains the three-pointer. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half.
Jordan really confident rising up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he sinks these outside jumpers.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Johnson. Michael Jordan on the wing, guarded by Doncic. And McHale gets double teamed, trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. And here's the fast break. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Johnson kicks to McHale. Malone is doubled, poked away. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's Jokic. The shot from the low post is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80s team.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's LeBron. Up top, Curry. Over Johnson. The shot by Curry, no good. Johnson against Curry. To the middle, here's Malone. And Malone with the stuff. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce. How high he got up there, dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.
They grab their own miss. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Doncic outside. Passes to Giannis. Jokic against Malone. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, that's one of the reasons LeBron is so hard to defend. He puts you in a tough spot, forces you to foul him because he's so strong and athletic, and then he gets himself to the line.
Two shots. Last on the first.
First one falls for him. The 80s team making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And both free throws good for LeBron. And the 80s team has possession. Here's Johnson to the paint, and Dr. J slams it in.
Yeah, he's so quick in the air. Then the spike down on the finish. Dr. J does it as few can.
Curry looking around. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Jordan. pass to Irving. Lets a floater go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Time called here. The 80s team will talk it over. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Irving passes to Johnson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
One shot.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Malone outside. Outside Irving for three. West All-Stars with the rebound. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Doncic outside.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
They double-team Johnson. 1:41 left in the game. Here's Irving over James. Good D by James. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West All-Stars. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. Malone with the block. Johnson outside. Out to the wing. Unloads from 9. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And that one is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Irving. Jokic grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
LeBron against Jordan. Here's LeBron. That shot off. And the 80s team going the other way now. And Dr. J slams it in.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Doncic against Jordan. And the ball out of play. The 80s team will inbound. Now here's Irving. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.